Alright. Hot and stuff. Just a little snacking. Some water. Some water. Was checking on the dog. Waiting for her to ensure she wouldn't bark at the mailman. Because she something was just delivered a second ago and she barked just as just open that back up. That's no. Oh, okay. It was going so well. You were leaving me alone. And now you gotta bug me again in the middle of talking. Hmm. Alright. Session time thing is acting up a little bit. But that felt a bit longer than what I was saying. Looks like I'm just in the same stream as I was. So I didn't want to separate itself in different. Oh, that's what it's doing. Oh, it separated itself. Oh man. Quality is terrible. Well, that's gonna be fun to save for later. Oh, for the same stream. Cause Wi-Fi just not great in the summer. For some reason. He's gotta be like messing with the oh, he's messing with the Wi-Fi or whatever. I don't know. Alright, looks like it's only gonna be separated into like 2 parts though. As long as nothing else goes wrong. Which can manage. I had to separate themselves before messing with things. Bit of inconvenience with how poorly Wi-Fi's running. Interruptions wise, like outside interruptions, like my cat, been worse. Ooh, so small. Living area. No, that looks bad. Oh no. Really need to rewrote some of my old VODs and haven't got around to that yet, even though I wanted to a while ago. Sort of just sort through. I want to keep private because of exam design, which ones are fine, then upload all the new ones. Like this for this part. Now it's gonna be like really small. Alright. Maybe that. Maybe have to mess around with the actual placements of the spiky bits, but what? This specific part? I think I can make it work. I think this will be good for how small we're getting here. Alright. That's fine. Yeah, can work with that. Instead of taking way too long on redoing the same thing over and over again. Which I do a lot. Weight ruler. Draw just a little fluffy bit. Boop, boop, boop. Little fluffy bit right here. Be right here. Yeah, it's a little fluffy bit, why not? Alright. Well, in total, I'll go and check and this new one is starting on itself because decided to want to break. It's like almost 6 minutes. Other ones, 50. Just an hour. About an hour going at just a line art for this one. Now that kind of. I'll fix that without reference. Original efforts might be kind of why it looks weird. I'm using a mechanical pencil. I actually kind of like this for line art. Might decide to stick with this for line art. Future projects. This looks kind of whatever. No, not whatever. I'm gonna do a thing I said I like doing a lot, which is redo the same thing over and over again. That'd be better. I have to erase all those spots right here and get. Work on this part until I like it, and then I'm gonna end stream. A few more minutes, be totally an hour on working on this, but split up into like 150-minute stream and then a second one because bad Wi-Fi. Usually don't go. Maybe part of the problem is usually just don't draw like baldness right there. Previous personas always had like a tuft of hair, and obviously when I don't like all the humans I've drawn before haven't been bald either. I'm just not used to seeing it like that without some little bit of like do above the top. I do think I'm just gonna leave it like that for now. It's good enough. And finish that later on stream, off stream, as long as I get this done. Need to start the other characters off sheets. Maybe work on some other old ones. New characters I want to definitely get one. Maybe like 3 other new ones. And maybe not 3, maybe even like, okay. One to make a comic, so it's 2 main characters, and there's other 2 characters I have stuck in my head for a comic I like. Haven't got big plans. I do have big plans, but it's not super planned out, I think, in my head. They just look really cool the way I think of them. Maybe I want to get those out there for artfight. People might not know anything about them, but maybe it's just like, oh, that's a cool looking character, I want to draw them. Have maybe get those. Another Sona, like Pony Sona. I haven't had one of those in a while. Figured I did sketch something out that I'm pretty confident go off of just cause. There are some old TCs that I'm not sure I want to reveal yet. Maybe it's little secret information. It's like, look at this character, secret information behind them. Not disclosing that part yet. just have some pretty characters in that. It's like maybe at least 3 of them in that aspect, so it's anywhere between 2 and, I just count my fingers, 2 other 2 fires. Anywhere between like 2 and like 8 new characters, maybe even 10 characters. Why not? Just get, but decided do get around to making stuff for the 8 new characters. Why not just throw a couple more in there, make it 10? I'm probably gonna work on other stuff off screen, though. Might finish this on stream, might not. I really don't care where I finish it as long as I finish it before July. It's the important part. Alright. Gonna end it here. I want to read some comics on my Kindle. Maybe listen to some music. Maybe get myself a bigger snack, maybe. Alright. At least I got something started for Refuge for Artfight. Gotta keep this momentum going, that's the important part. Anyways, goodbye. End the stream. Now, do the button and click.